Hi guys, welcome to Maybe News. Today I've made you a video with 10 the oldest cities in the world. If you liked this video, give it a thumb up and subscribe our channel. Let's get started. 10. Beirut. Beirut is the capital and the largest city of Lebanon. It is cultural, administrative and economic center, and the history of the city stretches back around 5,000 years. Beirut, often linked to a phoenix, has been destroyed and rebuilt 7 times. It's mentioned in letters to Pharaoh of Egypt as early as 14th century before Christ, and archaeologists have unearthed flint tools dating from the Middle Paleolithic and Upper Paleolithic through the Neolithic to the Bronze Age. Nowadays, Beirut is a Lebanon seat of government and plays a central role in the Lebanese economy, with the most banks and corporations based in a central district. Following the destructive Lebanese civil war, Beirut's cultural landscape underwent major reconstruction. Identified and graded for accountancy, advertising, banking, finance and law, Beirut is ranked as a better world city by the Globalization and World Cities Research Network. 9. Gaziantep. From a historical point of view, one of the most interesting cities in Turkey is Gaziantep. According to one version, the city was founded in 3650 before Christ, but many scientists tend to believe that the age of the ancient city is much more. Age of the ancient city was the period of the Roman Empire. Thousands of years ago, Gaziantep has been a thriving center of arts and crafts. Confirmation of this are wonderful Roman mosaics found in this territory, which have been restored and are now stored in one of the city's museums. Currently, Gaziantep is one of the most modern and fastest-growing cities in Turkey. Its population is growing steadily and now makes out more than 850,000 people. For thousands of years, the city's appearance has changed beyond recognition, while the lifestyle of indigenous people and national traditions largely remained the same. Like many hundred years ago, Gaziantep people grow great pistachios and olives, produce wine and make amazingly beautiful hand-woven carpets. Since ancient times, the city is known for its craftsmen, braziers and local cooks that bake the best treat in the world, Turkish pizza called lahmacun. 8. Plovdiv. Squeezed between the Balkan and the Rhodope Mountains, Bulgaria's second-largest city has survived for thousands of years on the crossroads between Western Europe and Middle East. Plovdiv claims to be the oldest continually inhabited European city with more than 6,000 years of history. Evidence of that can be seen in many architectural landmarks dating back to Thracian, Greek, Roman, Byzantine and Ottoman times. The city on both sides of the Mortisa River is also known for its ethnic diversity. Many of its 340,000 inhabitants belong to the country's Turkish, Roma, Armenian, Greek and Jewish minorities, all of which have a quite strong influence on the city's vibrant cultural life. Plovdiv is the first Bulgarian city to become a European culture capital. 7. Sidon. Sidon in Lebanon is another city with a long, rich history. Indeed, it is believed that the area was inhabited sometime around 4,000 years before Christ, or possibly even earlier, around 6,000 years before Christ, and it's also widely held that historical figures such as Jesus, St. Paul and Alexander the Great all visited. Sidon was one of the most important Phoenician cities because of its location as a crucial port on the Mediterranean. Much of Sidon's history lies beneath the modern buildings, making it difficult for archaeologists to conduct excavations. However, there are incredible sites that can be explored, including the Sidon Sea Castle. Today, Sidon is one of the largest cities in Lebanon, and about 200,000 people call it home. 6. Fayum. The modern Egyptian city of Fayum occupies an area on the Nile River that has hosted human settlements for thousands of years, including the ancient city of Shedet. The people of Shedet revered a live crocodile named Petsuchos as an embodiment of the deity Sobek, inspiring Greeks to call the city Crocodilopolis. It was a region primarily inhabited by wildlife and numerous plants, including papyrus that grew in abundance. This was noted by the hunters who soon developed a system to harvest these plants for a number of different purposes. Papyrus is well known as the paper of ancient Egypt, but was also used for making small fishing boats, rope, clothing, children's toys, amulets, baskets, mats, window shades, as a food source, and for many other items. Today Fayum comprises large bazaars, mosques, and baths with the nearby lake Quarun, a popular vacation spot for city-swelling Egyptians. 5. Susa. Shash, or the ancient city of Susa, is considered one of the oldest world human settlements, with a history of more than 6,000 years, registered in UNESCO's list. According to the documents and evidences of the antiquity, Susa has been one of the main Iranian cities known for its magnificence. The first rediscovery of the city was carried out by a Jewish rabbi called Benjamin bin Jinach in early 12th century. Later, William Kenneth Loftus from the UK initiated the first excavation in this region in 1850. More than other archaeologists, the French professor Roman Girschman explored the site and divided Shash into 15 ancient layers. Although Susa has witnessed several ups and downs in its history, the people of this area still continue their lives close to the remnants of this ancient human settlement. Today, Susa has attracted a large population to itself because of the railroad, the water dam, modern irrigation system, huge farming and industrial companies. 4. Damascus. One of the oldest cities in the Middle East, Damascus was founded in the 3rd millennium before Christ, and through excavation sites, archaeologists have been able to prove that the area was first inhabited sometime between 8,000 and 10,000 before Christ. Located in present-day Syria, the city is a unique place as so many cultures have made it what it is today, including elements of Roman and Greek city urban planning. Islam has also had a great influence, which is evident in the Umayyad Mosque. Also known as the Great Mosque, is one of the largest and oldest mosques in the world. Today, its metropolitan area is home to about 2.5 million people, and in 2008 it was named the Arab Capital of Culture. 3. Aleppo. This is the second capital of Syria, 350 kilometers north of Damascus, and one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities in history. Ever since the 3rd millennium before Christ, Aleppo has been a flourishing city with a unique strategic position. This position gave the city a distinctive role from the days of the Akkadian and Amorite kingdoms until modern times. It was the meeting point of several important commercial routes in the north. This enabled Aleppo to be the link in trade between Mesopotamia and Egypt. The Amorites made it their capital in the 18th century before Christ. This position also made it subject to invasions from various races, from Hittites, Egyptians, Assyrians, Persians, Greeks, and Romans. Aleppo was also famous for its architecture, for its attractive churches, mosques, schools, tombs, and baths. Aleppo has been devastated by warfare since 2012, as fighting between government and rebel forces killed thousands and forced thousands more to flee. The Syrian army announced in late 2016 that it had retaken the city, but the years-long battle, one of the longest sieges in modern history, caused catastrophic destruction to the old city of Aleppo, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. 2. Byblos. Byblos is one of the top contenders for the oldest continuously inhabited city award. According to Phoenician tradition, it was founded by the god El, and even the Phoenicians considered it as a city of a great antiquity. Although its beginnings are lost in time, modern scholars say that the site of Byblos goes back at least 7,000 years. Ironically, the words Byblos and Phoenicia will not have been recognized by the city's early inhabitants. For several thousand years, it was called Gubla and later Gebal, while the term Canaan was applied to the coast in general. It was the Greeks, sometime after 1200 before Christ, who gave us the name Phoenicia, referring to the coastal area. And they called the city Byblos, papyrus in Greek. Today, Byblos on the coast, 37 kilometers north of Beirut, is a prosperous place with glass-fronted office buildings and crowded streets. But within the old town, medieval Arab and Crusader remains are continuous reminder of the past. 1. Jericho. A small city with a population of 20,000 people, Jericho is located in the Palestine territories, is believed to be the oldest city in the world. Indeed, some of the earliest archaeological evidence from the area dates back 11,000 years, having gone through its fair share of turmoil, including being destroyed and rebuilt more than once. Jericho is still standing today, offering visitors various historical and religious sites to see, such as the Mount of Temptation, where Jesus was tempted by the devil, and Nabi Musa, the area believed to be where Moses' tomb is located. And that's all for today. Thanks guys for watching and see you in the next episode.